Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's just still really quiet.
I don't know why. What about now? Oh yeah, because I'm on the.
Wait, you can connect your Spotify to your profile?
Oh my god, Phil.
What? I was an Xbox guy for like years, okay? Cut me some slack.
I won't.
Plus, I don't want you guys to be like, Phil, why are you listening to Freaky Friday in 2019? I am not. Oh, but you just said he's not gonna get on. Oh, you download it.
He said he's not gonna get uh in the party. You just told me about to
Oh,
play.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I know what Spotify is. How do I do I have to download it?
Yeah, I think. I don't know why Boogie sent me that invite. I wasn't even on yet.
Phil, tell me how bad my mic is.
I'm not gonna get on. Gets on.
Because I want to see how bad it is.
Sounds fine to me.
It's weird.
But did you get an invite yet?
Uh,
I'm gonna change my headset out. You guys are. I don't know why it's so quiet. Oh, you know what? I know
I
why.
just got it. Yeah,
There you
Josh. Stop the run.
What?
Boogie's gonna
Stop your
get the
running,
smoke.
please.
Boogie's gonna get the smoke. Boogie's gonna get the smoke.
Phil, you watching this? Says there's nobody on.
No, I'm pulling it up now.
Oh.
Oh, my uniform.
Just kidding. Can I get an invite to the broadcast again?
Hold on. Damn it. Yeah, I think Jay was telling me about it.
Yeah, they're hiring a content creator. So
What?
my headset fell out. Essentially, someone that would create like daily blog posts, like on how-to podcasts, like just a simple like what kind of equipment to use, shit, just basic shit like that. But they're growing and they want to hire somebody and with podcasting experience. So I've been working on this thing since like 7 o'clock.
Huh.
I redid my whole resume and now they want you to do like a sample blog post, and I'm trying to do right now. I'm on name or a time you learn something new to complete a project. I'm trying to think of something.
But what's up with this color rush thing? I mean this uniform picker.
It's like the picture's not showing up. Oh, cuss.
No, I mean it's I'm on color rush, but it's giving me white.
Oh, remember that happened? Remember when we were trying to play?
Yeah. Yeah, it must be off.
Glitch.
Racism.
1960s alternate classic. Oh, we're in that.
What the fuck?
Wait, can you
I
mean, yeah, I don't know how to invite you from this. You get. No, I mean, it's on my broadcast, Boogie can't. SharePlay ain't gonna work, Boogie. No, I'm talking about broadcast. But it's not showing up on my profile thing, I feel.
No.
Go to the party. And Josh's name and hit watch broadcast.
It doesn't say that. It says view profile.
You hold PlayStation and go to the party.
Huh?
You hold the PlayStation button and go to the party.
I'm in the party, Boogie.
Yeah.
Okay, and I click his name and it says view profile or view chat audio. Try just going to YouTube. I found it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Smoke. We want smoke. I lost my fucking portable charger.
Oh god.
Oh, found it.
I think I know it's in West Coast offense.
Oh great, I'm gonna hear myself through this.
Yeah.
That's not evil. Phil, you're great. Never change.
Coach, thanks.
How do I mute someone's audio?
The National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago.
It is, Boogie. I won't see none of this shit.
As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And a fair catch signal.
Yeah.
Man.
Jaguars and Colts are 1-8 in this.
The A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
You mean like the
Take the
comments,
big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
yeah,
you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Newton gets it off to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both
Somebody
know
in the chat
that they
thought it
didn't
was
just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team that it's not sinking in.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete.
5 yards
A
behind.
lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Same man.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wells. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeesh.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, it's Breeze. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll make it 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Hey, man. It's all right. I got something for that.
5'8". Looks like it.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And they're able to strike first here on the opening drive.
Did he relate on you, Phil?
Yes.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
At least he hit the
field goal
very short. I'm going to the fucking crowd.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's get this run game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, more football early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Boogie? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. That's caught by Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Newton.
Where you going, Boogie?
And it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a
What are the numbers on your jersey?
So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Wondering how long it'll take before you get result to this. 6 minutes into the first quarter.
Caught by Cobb. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Freeman. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. To throw again on second down. Newton buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Whoops.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's on. Nope, it was that step, right? Yeah.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Breeze. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
When we talk about Akeem Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
My team sucks.
Off play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Wesley Woodyard able to record his 5th sack of the season. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
That's what backspin is, buddy.
Goes too far.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following
I remember putting backspin on the ball.
Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
Come on, man. I got a little more sense in there.
I think you're
Just put back in the ball, put it back in the
and run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Ready, 95-56. You're good, you're good. That's four, ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Jackson to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Play action. It's Newton. Looking end zone for Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
What the hell?
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Oh, yeah. I was hiding number 1.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Marcus Goodwin is in number 1, I guess, but like in the lower tiers.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
What the hell?
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run here with Freeman. Able to but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. K.J. Wright able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? Well, the ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 59.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Oh, yes.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Past the 20. 10.
Look at this like Uno
He's
all
in
over
for
again.
6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time.
Casey
A pick
Hayward,
6
why?
going the other way.
Why did you trade him, so?
I don't know. It was a spur of the moment thing. I thought I needed a running back. I didn't. I don't even have Jim Johnson
And now
anymore.
they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Whoops.
I mean, I have a running game now.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And they're going to get the
That's
2-point
booyah.
conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Jesus, big face was 2 interceptions.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Maybe he is overrated.
He's still on a bad team.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
There's still a lot of.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him his mental health state of confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, Shad Baker.
On 2nd down,
Oh, you hate weak.
it's Freeman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh my God, Garrett
We just saw
Gilbert
a
is
great
coming in.
example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's
So a
going to
former
have the
Longhorn.
first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down
This is so
conversion, 5
poetic.
yards on the play. This offense #1 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good
Gilbert was
stat
the guy
to lead
that
the
came
league
in for,
isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first
Colt
downs,
from the-
sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock,
talking that shit about
and
that.
letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side.
Oh, no,
And that's
Boogie.
going to be intercepted.
No, Boogie.
Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys
Boogie, you
will
threw
get
it from
the
the
football
from
back.
outside line to the other one.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't
What
make
the
sure he's
hell, Boogie?
absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy looking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's the Cleveland Browns schedule going forward, guys. Just Seahawks, Patriots. Then they have the Broncos, and then they play the Bills, and then the Steelers.
It's a lot of losses.
Dude, they're going to lose these next 2 games.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. I don't think anyone in the building
he's fucking hurt.
that one is going to blow up in their faces.
Rams Niners play the Rams next. We'll probably see if they're for real next week.
I think 49ers.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Breeze. Going deep. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Actually, I think I did.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Catch made here by Campbell. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're
We
supposed
already
to cover,
hit.
and not be deterred by anything else.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third
I
down.
saw like a stop. He was at like
Back to
8
throw.
carries,
Newton.
90-something yards.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And
Well, you know
taking
there's
it
a
to the
10-second
15-yard line before he's brought down.
What are you doing,
The
Boogie?
slant that time, 15 yards at a first down.
Struggling.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in
Why
there.
you don't throw cross
It's
for
been a
2 minutes?
shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So does the coach.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need
talking
to
about
do
you,
a little
nigga.
bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second down, here's an option right. The pitch to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
All right.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they're going option left. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
Yeah, there's no one out
Down
there.
he
You gotta
goes,
look.
folded like a lawn chair.
Did that on purpose.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dalvin Cook. He's scored on the ground and through the air. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Oh, I missed it again. Nope, never mind.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will put them on top here in the third. after the touchdown.
Just so you know, I only gave up 14 points in the first half.
Taking it back.
I only scored 3, but let's not talk about that part.
It's alright. But the worst of us, you score a touchdown and get scored on again and hold the ball to the fourth quarter.
The
Yeah,
Cleveland
this sounds just
offense
like you
ready to
planning out
go.
your
They're
draft
down in this
strategy.
game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they
I
discussed
need you to lose,
how they were
because the
going to
only
get
way I'm
that
getting to the
done. This is where
playoffs
scripting
is
comes
a
into
wild
play a
card.
lot of the
How many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
But you didn't need me to apply the Heimlich?
Newton, flush to his right.
Shut up.
And incomplete.
Where am I going?
Yeah, we won't.
To a 3rd and 11. Got this though. It's all part of my plan.
I mean, if it's to lose, I mean, it's working.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
You see, he has 13 sacks.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll
It's
punt
Von
it
Miller,
away
my
for the
nigga.
second time.
Shut up.
And look at this, it's a fake.
Yeah, I'm glad that shit didn't work.
Complete, a huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Steelers, they're going to take over.
Did you just do a
Excellent
fake
field
punt on
position.
4th and 18?
Line of scrimmage,
Little fullback.
31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping
What are
up,
you
he's
doing,
gonna
Braxton
keep
Miller?
it. Miller with a first down and more. And he's in.
I was gonna score anyway.
Steelers. Braxton Miller. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it?
Well,
Being
you still
able to
take
see
liquid
the open
Tylenol
field,
because
make
regular
his
Tylenol
move,
is a
and
choking
get
hazard,
there.
or-
Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This will be
Yeah,
taken
what are you
short.
doing?
What do you call an onside kick return, too?
No. He kicked into him. Dang. Josh scored in 6 seconds with 1 play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a superstar, Boogie. Oh, never mind. That's Kerrigan.
Picked off at the 28. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Breeze. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
It's going to happen.
Why don't you just start trying to run the clock out in the second quarter?
He did. He's been becoming
Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing the
First down.
incomplete. That's Andrews.
Yes, sir.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with
Just
intelligence.
adjust your-
Found the hole in the
adjust.
zone,
There's no
made sure the
reason.
quarterback saw it, was able to make the sure catch, and put the down marker back to 1.
Why you doing some foolish stuff?
Raw.
He just did a glitch.
On first down,
Ah,
Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away when they just saw the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Yeah, I'll hold on to that one.
So you want K1 short?
Ready.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Check.
No response.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Dorsett making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Game
That's
2.
Tyron Matthew.
Okay, let's Philip Dorsett.
Ready.
Holy shit.
Kill. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Oh, I did not.
Liberty. How did Raw end this week? Did Lashley and Lana just bang on the...
Breeze now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack
Everyone's mad
number
already.
7
Oh,
for
shit,
him
what
on the
happened?
year.
That's a second
Who
sack
won
of
that
the
Hell in
game.
a
The
Cell?
best
The
defensive
Rollins
ends,
keep title?
they do their homework as much as offensive guys
Yeah,
do.
man,
They
it
know how to
ended
beat
in
the
a
offensive linemen across from
just
them,
a DQ,
what moves
a
they
Hell in
need
a
to do
Cell
to set
match.
them up.
Ended in a
This
DQ.
guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It was stupid.
Oh, WWE. How we failed
To try again after the sack. Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. KJ Wright in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Wow.
Well, because Braun Strowman threw Dolph Ziggler into Tyson Fury at Hell in a
1st
Cell
and
last
2nd
night.
down were a disaster. Both went backwards.
Whoa.
Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Right. Check. 59.
Someone said,
Play
"Damn,
action.
Sami
It's
Zayn."
What the fuck?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. KJ Wright, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Makes noise. Big noise.
No.
Prater's kick is good.
Hit yourself.
And
You're
that
the
will
one
bump the lead up to
who's blowing
11.
it.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10
Definitely
plays,
going.
but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick the field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Watch QB drop.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive.
What are you doing?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Go. Check. Crunch.
From the 25 on 2nd down.
Oh no, Boogie.
Pressure comes,
That's
and the
superstar right there.
Steelers take him down.
Back to the screen.
This
Yep.
offense in desperate need of a
Tell him, Phil.
conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Newton.
No.
And that's
Go,
going to be
Boogie.
intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So you want Lamar Jackson?
Yes.
That was a bad throw, Boogie. That's on you.
You should have hit him in the numbers.
No, you should throw it to a different receiver.
That was Julio. Julio was always open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6-6. Pull it. He's coming. He's got
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
All right.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze.
Uh-oh.
To his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I quit.
Oh my God.
Pressure for the extra point.
Did he just one-hand that?
The extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown,
celebrate, nigga. It's always cool.
To kick.
Did you throw another interception? How is he on this side of the field so quick? I looked down for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, we threw it
good
little.
starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
I literally thought Boogie saw the ball and I looked up and he scored a touchdown.
Oh, man.
He said it was a bad throw on me. It's okay. We're coming back.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Oh, no.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver.
Yeah.
But it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So
They
beautiful.
face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
I'm 5 and 5.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I am not a loser.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
The episode of the
Browns
guy where
passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
the 2 guys that invented the phone talking.
Oh, it's Superstar Boogie. It's Superstar Boogie. Come on. Oh, you got lucky.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9
I'm telling you, Phil.
interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes.
Jesus Christ.
Or maybe is the
4
confidence
6
level
picks,
in him
Boogie.
so high that they
4
believe
pick
he'll get
6,
out of it
Boogie.
and make plays for
You
them
might as well
to win
have
the game.
waters
They
back
said
there.
they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Anyway, here's Conway Twitty.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him in contract negotiations, doesn't he?
You let DeAndre Hopkins do whatever the hell he wants.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From midfield, here's Breeze.
Maybe
Set up the screen to McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard
to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
39 points, Boogie.
Yeah, for the dumb stuff.
Yeah,
So
well,
they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
you get off the damn block. Fucking ball.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over
episode where Pete
with a new set of
stuff with Bill Clinton. And they're at Lewis's parents' house.
Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last
time.
night. Let's see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. Not only did he say that,
there's the pet scene. These two guys talking that went to the phone. Like, listen, I got some pretty
Julio Jones,
sexually explicit.
84 yards.
That's weird.
And the Browns get a score closer.
Yeah, well, you know, there's only 2 phones, and one's in my office, and the other one's in yours. Must have been a wrong number. Where's the other one? It was like, what'd you dial? 4. Well, this is 3.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
What was the other? I think it was the other. Remember the one that was like Thomas Edison's neighbors or some shit?
Oh yeah, because he was running air conditioning and shit.
He was like, fucking you're done. I'm fucking you're done.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, we're freezing over here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
12 yards
Oh
that
shit,
time.
I didn't even realize he was in there. Oh, now I know he can throw the ball.
That's aggressive approach. Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Did you convert him to quarterback, or was he already a quarterback?
Nah, I converted him.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
They must have retained his quarterback stuff.
Apologies. And he'll be tackled
really? He's
right
like, oh,
on the chalk
yes,
of the
he's like a
45. 12 yards that time with a Pittsburgh first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting
Thank you,
stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to
He was running plays earlier, but you don't pay attention. That's why you're down. That's why you just gave up
They run again on first down. Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, listen, how about sharing some of those light bulbs, huh? Where's your ass up over here? Hey, man, you get to look at my great house. I can look at that dark thing. Over there? Yeah, it's a getaway. We're freezing over here. I gotta roll my parents take a bath in a month. You stink. It stinks over here, you shit. Yeah, what are you going to hell out of shit?
Give the Cook out again. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ooh, yeah, come on over.
Oh my god. Ooh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Somebody called me today. Whoever it was said some very sexual things, very angry.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Just some teenagers.
On the return, Jackson. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Those two didn't even exist until about a few hours
The
ago.
Browns drive about to get started.
Distraction right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
Off
Mr.
play
Conway
action.
quitting.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Randall Cobb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Gosh.
Did you go for a 2-point conversion? I mean, a onside kick?
You kicked it out of. You kicked it straight out of.
Oh my god! It just like rolled like. God.
On first down, Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Breeze over here, man.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. Play action. It's Newton. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Newton,
A lot of time in the clock,
to the
though.
goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh yeah, something would have been.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Protect John Stewart. He's our most important.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Bree's going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Yes.
Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Fielded about a yard deep.
Maybe you guys will play each other in the divisional
decision
round.
to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Oh, wait, no, wait, one of you's going to win. Never mind, just kidding.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Complete to Dorsett. Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Whoops.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Freeman again. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now Newton, flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
No.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the run to begin the season is over.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh.